Hello everyone. This video is in continuation to my previous video in which I have explained the theories of Darwin. This is a chapter which is newly included in class 10 ICSE syllabus. It's a very small topic which we are going to discuss in this video. That's in this video I'll be discussing about the human evolution, which is the last topic of the chapter. Now, starting with the human evolution or the evolution of the modern day man. First of all, we all know that we have evolved from apes, but it's suggested that they were like ancestors of apes or like ape-like organism from whom we have evolved. Now, in this, how did we study the theory of this course of evolution, how the human modern man evolved? There were multiple fossil studies conducted. Fossils of all our ancestors were like found or dug out and they were studied, and the links were connected in order to find out that how the organisms must have, how the humans must have evolved, or the apes you can say must have evolved into humans. Now, when this fossil study was going on, simultaneously there were certain in caves there were certain stories and carved on the rocks and all, which also gave us a hint about how the evolution must have gone through and what were the changes which the apes must have gone through. Now, there are a few characters in which the changes were required, or the changes basically occurred in. One is bipedalism. What is bipedalism? Normally when we see apes, they walk on four limbs, but we walk on only our feet. That is bipedalism. When an organism can stand erect and move on 2 feet, that is bipedalism. So this had to be incorporated. Increase in cranial capacity. The cranial capacity was very less in the apes, you can say, and it had to be increased. It had to increase in size. Then reduce in size of canines. Canines are there in these canine teeth are there in our jaw, so that we can tear off the flesh or the raw flesh. So as the eating habits they changed, the canines also had to reduce in size. Then loss of jaw power, as now raw meat had not to be chewed, the food was like cooked and all, so the jaw power also had to come low down. Then is development of chin. If you say monkeys or monkeys or apes, they don't have this chin, they have this whole structure like this, so the chin also had to develop. Then development of forehead also, because basically in apes these eyebrows, they are protruded out, the eyes are just inside, and there had to be a proper shape of the forehead. Then posture, the posture had to be erect. Then usually they were curved and they walked on when they walk on 4 feet, so the posture had to become erect now. And also reduction of body hair. They had a lot of body hair, so there had to be reduction of body hair also. These are certain characters which had to be incorporated in the, or you can say which were evolved during the passage of the time, and hence a modern man was formed. Now, when we study the evolution of modern man, there are certain names of our ancestors given, and finally comes the modern man, who has all the characters which we have as a present day human. So now here I just want to quote that whosoever is watching must be a child from class 10th, and if you are following Selena Publishers from class 10th ICSE, if you are having that book, or you have some other publisher, doesn't matter, this chapter is there in your book. And these all these Ramapithecus, Australopithecus, first were Ramapithecus, then they were evolved to Australopithecus, then Homo erectus, Neanderthals, Cro-Magnon, and then finally modern man. Now this is the sequence in which the evolution must have changed. Now these characters you can just go through in your book. There is nothing to explain it actually. It's just like that this increased, bipedalism was there, then cranial capacity increased, and all this is given in a sequence. You can just go it, or you can go through it, or just jot down the note notes as pointers. If suppose question comes like, for example, you have to explain the characters of Homo erectus, or what were some of the characters of Homo erectus which made it so special. So you had to mention those characters. Like Homo erectus was the one which could stand upright in an upright position. Okay, so that was the most effective character of that ancestor. Then Neanderthals. When we talk about Neanderthals are the our ancestors from which human, basically our race is said to have originated from Neanderthals. They have like almost all the characters which are there in present day human. Then Cro-Magnon was there. Basically in Erectus also they started using fire at that time. So there are certain characters. There are like one paragraph each given in your book. Just make pointers, 5 to 6 points, as these points 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, 8. So 8 points each would be formed, in which all these will be explained that what were the characters of this and this. Just make a few notes out of those as pointers, which will help you a lot while giving an exam. Then when we come to modern man, the last paragraph of the chapter says what all characters are there in modern man. It says it had an erect posture. It says that it had bipedalism. It followed bipedalism. Then canines were reduced. Chin was formed. A proper forehead was formed. Eyebrows were not protruded. So these are certain characters which are given in the last paragraph. So these are just some things which you have to learn on your own. There's nothing to explain in it. So whatsoever was there related to the chapter which I had to explain, I have done it all. Thanks a lot for requesting the chapter. There were 2 chapters included. Both are done. If you want to go through the other chapter also, I'll be providing the link for the chapter hormones, plant hormones, also in the description box. If you want, you can click on that and directly go to the video and watch it. And I'll be also clubbing these videos in one playlist as new chapters included in class 10th ICSE. It will be very easy for you to go to the channel and see. Please do subscribe. Please do share among your friends so that they can also get benefited. And please do keep watching. Whatever comments you give, whatever requests are given to me related to any videos, I try to make videos on them. But it's like, please watch the videos, because sometimes it's like I make videos on request and people don't even like, I have like 15,000 subscribers, but there are like 200 views only. So I can't make out. So I think that you have not pressed the bell icon, which is very important. If you press the bell icon, you will get notifications of the new videos, and hence you can watch the videos and follow the further links also. Thank you. Thanks a lot.